Just coming up to 25 to 9. Let's turn to the news this morning that Prince Charles and the Duchess of Cornwall are in Jordan at a refugee camp, for people who've escaped from Syria. Quite an eye-catching trip. We're hoping to hear from the refugee camp in a few moments' time, but we're having communications difficulties. But let's turn to Nabila Ramdani, who's a freelance journalist and Middle East analyst, and is here. Good morning.
Good morning.
This has a political side to it, plainly.
Well, very much so, but I think beyond anything else, the reason why this visit is so important is that it will highlight the issue of Syria's refugee crisis enormously, and it doesn't matter how many images or reports about these kinds of problems appear in the media. In the end, it's almost always an association with high-profile international figures, which raises them to the top of the news agenda, and that's precisely what the visit of the royal couple is aimed for.
But does this visit, do you think, is it intended that it raises more funds and puts the focus on these people who are often in really awful conditions and have suffered so badly so recently, and as we were hearing separately in the programme, so many of them children? Or does it do a wider thing as well? Does it say to the outside world, to the Russians indeed, who've sent 2 ministers to London today, look, we've actually got to do something?
Well, it does both. The largest number of refugees, some 350,000, have now fled to Jordan specifically, and they are being looked after in refugee camps with the help of the United Nations and charities including Oxfam and Islamic Relief. But these groups are struggling because of the sheer numbers of